The man was completely transparent, and no one could see him. His presence was so faint that even the air ignored his existence. His body was so light that it could be blown away by the wind. In order to live a normal life, the man put on glasses and wore several layers of clothing. Without doing so, no one would notice him. On his way to work, he carried a fire extinguisher weighing dozens of kilograms on his back to avoid being blown away. When customers came to the store, he was always the first to stand up and greet them, but the manager could not see him, so he handed the customers over to other employees. Watching them talk happily, the man felt genuine envy. On his way home, the man stopped by a convenience store, but the automatic door suddenly closed and hit his head. He kept waving his transparent hands, but the door still did not open. Due to poor performance, this month's bonus was zero. His income was barely enough to buy a loaf of bread. The man placed the bread on the cashier counter and waited for the clerk to come. Even though he had come first, the clerk completely ignored him. The man's heart was deeply hurt. No one noticed that he could not even eat bread. The man left the store in loneliness. The people around still treated him as if he were air. He had grown tired of such a life. Just as he was about to give up, the clerk from earlier ran out. The man's heart ignited with hope, thinking the clerk had noticed him and come to check him out. However, in the next moment, the clerk walked straight past him. At that moment, his remaining hope also disappeared. Completely despairing, the man angrily threw away the fire extinguisher, but he soon regretted it. His body began to float lightly, and he was caught by a strong wind that carried him into the sky. He tried to grab onto something, but the wind was too strong, and he drifted farther and farther from the ground. Amid the roaring of thunder, he rushed into the clouds and flew higher and higher. Fortunately, he was caught by a hot air balloon, and was not blown into the stratosphere. The man clung desperately to the hot air balloon and slowly descended. In the end, he safely returned to the ground. The man sat alone by the river in the rain. Suddenly, a dog licked the rainwater from his face. The transparent man was filled with surprise and joy. At that moment, a passerby appeared, staring into the distance. Hearing the man's stomach growl, the passerby quietly walked over and handed him a piece of bread. After the man took the bread, the passerby led the dog away. The man ate the bread and looked up at the gloomy sky.